Hey, what's up, fellas? Just showing you a final look at this 89 yellow SHP car. This is a 2,100 mile car from Florida that I started tearing down about a week and a half ago. We pulled the entire drivetrain last week, and I just started to make headway on the rest of it here over the last week or so. But it's going to be here for about another day as I finish kind of the odds and ends. We've pretty much got the whole inside done. Everything under the hood's pretty much complete. Just pulled the rear cradle, which looked awesome, and just getting to some other odds and ends underneath, pulling these SHP struts, as well as some other, get the side glass, etc. So I just want to give you guys a look at a few of the things that came off of this, and a couple pictures to follow as well. So here is the motor and transmission that came out. I basically just hit it with some steam and wiped it down a little bit. It's got a little surface corrosion on the places that you would expect it, but it's actually a really, really clean unit. Again, automatic transmission. And I mean, even just the little things, it's about the details on these low mile cars. When you find, no corrosion on factory, on the factory finish on some of this stuff, and even the sensors with the writing on them. Again, kind of stuff that you geek out on if you're into these, but you might not care if not. Turbo with, when I say zero shaft play, I mean, she's nice and smooth turning, but zero shaft play in and out, up or down. It's the original, yeah, that's the original filter probably from day one. Probably never got its first oil change, is my guess. And I did run the Carfax on these cars, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna make a separate post about that. But again, we fogged the cylinders, turned it by hand. She was super smooth, so that's kind of cool. Get the original drivetrain out. Actually had a good rust-free bumper support, mostly rust-free. I'd say 90% rust-free. I'm gonna go ahead and separate that from the dam and stuff. Walking on back over to the car. Just got finished pulling the rear cradle, and one thing I wanted to show you, it's kind of cool, when I was pulling things like the rear tow hooks and stuff, like the hardware, it's almost like they just hand tightened it, put a few pounds of torque on it, and this stuff, every single bolt on this car came out smooth as butter. Really didn't have to put any force on anything. But again, kind of cool to see the original condition underneath of a car that's, held up well. Again, a shame of everything that happened as far as the damage to the exterior and all that kind of stuff. But if you look at the brake line and the blocks and stuff, it's, super, super clean. Nice frame rails. I'm gonna go ahead and get at that. Had a couple requests for some frame rails. Not my favorite thing to do, but I'll do it if I need to. Perfect rear bumper. Kind of some trash in here. This is all pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and pull these quarter glasses. The original glass is 100% scratch free and perfect. Original. Oh, this was wet and stuff. So, this was pushed in a little bit on this side. It was damaged all along the side and on that roof. So we went ahead and got everything out of here. A couple odds and ends to still, grab, but not too much left. Had a couple good window moldings on it. And here was the rear cradle. That axle just popped out, but again, SHP struts, that's that's going to be a torque tube and a rear diff, 88 to 89 rear diff with, a couple thousand miles on it, which, as you guys know, wear and tear on these rears over the years. They need to be serviced or replaced. So that's going to be a good combo once I break it down. And maybe a patch panel or two as far as like the rear sections there. I'll go ahead and take care of that. And then, this thing will be out of here in the next day or so. Already pulled, obviously, all the electronics, and I'll test all that stuff. That's a final look at her. Again, 89 SHP car, 2,100 miles. She will have a good assortment of good stuff, low mile stuff that I'm pulling off of this, and I'll list it on the website here shortly. Several of you guys have reached out to me about individual parts. If you haven't, feel free to private message me on Facebook, text me, whatever you need to do. All right, I'll be showing you guys the next one here soon. This is StarQuest Steve. Website is www.starquestparts.net. I will catch you on the next one.